And we're back. You're tuned into Sport Federation TV. I'm Ch263. Remember, the show is proudly brought to you by the Western Cape Provincial Sports Confederation. And we're very glad now to introduce one of my favorite sports in the whole world, Chinese pool. In studio, we have Llewellyn Sedgwick representing Western Cape Chinese pool and Alison Sibanda from Joy, South Africa. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hi, Nicla.
Okay, well, I'm no stranger to Chinese pool, but the couch is yours to share with our nation what's happening in Chinese pool currently. Let's start with you, Llewellyn. You're here from the South African Chinese Pool Association, specifically representing the Western Cape. Tell us about the developments.
We've started now with the Chinese pool in South Africa. It's fairly new still, but the developments are going really well. We're branching out to more clubs and trying to get more people involved, especially the juniors.
Yeah. And so how is it structured in the country? How do people play? How do they get involved?
Okay, you start by playing at the clubs that have the Chinese tables. From there you can qualify for the national team, and at the nationals you can qualify to play for your country.
All right. So in order for people to know where Chinese pool tables are, at which venues they are, because they're different from the normal pool tables. Okay. So let's start with that. How is a Chinese pool table different from a pool table that we are used to seeing everywhere?
Yeah, I'm sure everybody knows what a pool table looks like. The Chinese pool table is what they would call a three-quarter table. So it's much bigger than the pool table, but smaller than a full-size snooker table. The pockets are a bit smaller than what we are used to. The balls are heavier. Yeah, that's basically the
tables.
The tables.
Right. Now, Alison, you're from Joy, South Africa. Yes. And Joy, South Africa is kind of subsidiary to Joy International. Correct. Tell us about the company.
Okay, so we work together with Joy International. It's in South Africa. It's myself and Fabian Maestri. We out there to promote and grow the sport in the various regions in South Africa. So we knowing no bounds everywhere in South Africa. We need to grow the sport.
Lovely. What is the vision of the company for South Africa specifically?
Okay, so we aim to take the sport from grassroots level, from townships. You know, we aim to change people's lives. That's the main vision. We do understand that Q sport all along has been regarded as a bar sport, you know, like something that you have as a pastime only when you're having a beer in a pub or something. But we want to change that, you know, and we want to show that life can be changed, lives can be touched with participating in Chinese 8-ball.
Okay, so how can one's life be changed by participating in Chinese pool?
All right, so we've got a big initiative where we are running car competitions all around the country. We've done 6 thus far, and we're going to do the 7th one right here in Cape Town. So what people need to do, they need to find a club that's nearest them, which has Chinese pool tables. Just as Llewellyn said earlier on, that for you to play Chinese, you have to go to a club that's got Chinese tables. So after doing that, they have to play qualifiers, and from the qualifiers straight to the car competitions. We advise people generally. We've done like 2 in KZN. We're gonna do just 1 in Cape Town now. So we've got a whole schedule that's lined up. So there's about 5 more cars to give away. So from then you come and you play. We're giving away a car that's worth 180,000. Laptops, we're giving away smartphones. You know, we're giving away life-changing prizes.
Okay. Now, how is it possible for somebody who hasn't been playing pool or is new to pool to actually access those prizes, because we know the country is full of great players?
Yes, we have made the level, we've made the ground level. We offer for juniors a one-hand ball handicap, and then for all the players that are rated, that are not rated, because we've got ranked players, like some people will say seeded players. We've got seeded players, so we understand that the ground is not the same. So we give them a 2 handball advantage so that they can match with these professionals.
Okay.
So we understand that we've got to bridge the gap between professionals and semi-professionals and amateurs as well. So we're covering for everyone.
So for the benefit of our viewers, when Alison refers to a 2-ball handicap, you're saying that as opposed to playing 7 balls on the table, the person who is new to the sport will only be expected to pot 5 of the 7 balls.
They pot 5 and they're going straight to the black ball.
Okay.
Yes.
So you've said you've given away 6 cars so far.
Yes.
All right. Llewellyn, you are a seasoned player of many Q sports in the country. What has been your personal experience of Chinese pool?
Wow, it's just been wow, to put it mildly. It's basically taken the Cape Town or the Western Cape by storm. The guys are loving playing Chinese pool. What I've found is obviously, firstly, the prizes that they do give away. Like Alison said, it is life-changing. 180,000 rand car, that could change somebody's life. So that's the first thing that grasped me. From a more seasoned perspective, I do enjoy the challenge of Chinese pool.
Okay. It's a difficult game? Would you say it's a difficult game?
It is a difficult game, yes.
More challenging than the ordinary pool.
Definitely.
All right. So, Llewellyn, you're in your organization, Western Cape Chinese Pool, you're concentrating on the playing of the sport in an official structure in the country with the view for people to get provincial colors and eventually national colors. How is the sport structured in the Western Cape?
We have 5 active clubs at the moment. If I may, it's you get the Q spot in Wynberg. There's a club in Parow, Nick's Billiards. We have Vaden Billiards in Montague Gardens, Canterbury Billiards Club in Clark Estate, Elsie's, and we've got Valley Pool Club in Worcester.
Yeah.
So we are currently, it's quite widespread.
Okay, and quite prominent in the Cape Metro area. Hey.
Correct, yes.
All right. Now, Alison, you've got an exciting free event coming up this Saturday. Tell us about that.
All right, we've got a dash for cash. As you can hear, you're dashing for cash. So we're looking at, it's got more than 100 participants already on Saturday, the 25th. At Canterbury. Registration and accreditation starts at 3, and we expect to start the tournament at say 5 o'clock, between 4 and 5 actually. And like you have said, the entry is free. You just have to polish your cues, bring your A game, and participate in this. You will walk away with a whopping total. If you win, you walk away with 5,000. The runner-up will pocket 3,000, and the third place will walk out with 2,000 rand.
Okay. Llewellyn, you are involved with this, or will you be participating in this competition?
I will definitely be participating in this competition. It's going to be fun.
Okay. And what is the format?
The format is 1 frame. So everybody plays on a knockout basis, plays 1 frame against your opponent. Alison mentioned that if you're under 14 or lady playing against someone from the men's division, you get that 1 ball handicap, so that would count in their favor. It's 1 frame. There's a 10-minute time limit, after which, if the game is not completed, we go into what we call a penalty shootout.
Okay. Well, Alison, you've really touched on the development efforts from Joy SA through this car comms to make the prizes more accessible to people who are not seasoned pool players. Llewellyn, you've also spoken about the official league structure. And right at the beginning, we touched on the professional aspect to the sport. Would one of you care to elaborate on that?
Okay. We've got players that are seasoned, that are signed by Joy, the likes of Jason Theron is one of them. He's one of our best ambassadors in South Africa. You know, he's basically living Chinese pool, right? He's doing just that, and he's a living proof that we are life changing, and you don't have to do anything else. If you put your mind to it, this Chinese pool can actually change your life. His life is changed, and I'm sure you'll have him on this program one of the days, and he can explain for himself. But you can actually play Chinese professionally. We're changing that mentality of it being a pub sport only.
Okay, and when we say professional in this context, we are implying that the person with the skill can actually earn a living from playing the sport. Am I correct?
Correct. You're going to have a full schedule of, like Jason, he plays in China, he plays in America, he plays across the continent. You know, he plays representing Joy Billiards, and not only representing Joy Billiards, but representing South Africa. So this is very much possible. Just to touch on these competitions that we've been having, you know, probably one might say we are talking about things that are not possible. We've got the past winner or two. His name is Monli Khatebe. You know, he only played Chinese pool for a month, and he entered our car competitions. That was in Bloemfontein, and he won the car. You know, so that's definitely life-changing. No one would have guessed that he would walk away with a car after playing for a month, you know. So this is real, and this is happening. And breaking new ground, last week, at the Arnold Classic, we had a lady winning for the first time, Veronica. You know, it's pleasing to see that life changes, and look, she won a car. So it sounds like a fairy tale, but it's real. You know, you can actually have your life be changed by Chinese 8-ball.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Alison. Thank you for the investment that Joy South Africa is making in the country, in the players of the country, and in the grassroots development. Llewellyn, thank you for the work that you're doing in the community to make the sport accessible in an official capacity. We hope we hear great news from Joy going forward, and from Chinese Pool Western Cape.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yes, you're welcome. Well, that's it for tonight, folks. Remember, you can catch Sport Federation TV every Friday night at 9 p.m. on CTV, that's channel 263 DSTV. And the show is repeated Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. If you haven't found a sport that you love just yet, we hope you find a sport just perfect for you. And whatever sport you're playing this weekend, lekker speel. I'm Llewellyn Ch263. Thank you for joining us.